In this video, I'm going to give you my new review on US Mobile. So US Mobile uses either the Verizon or T-Mobile network, and they offer a variety of different plans. If we're looking at the unlimited plans, it has a starter plan that starts at $25, and then the unlimited essentials at $40, and then the unlimited premium, $50. If you don't need unlimited data, they do have a shareable data plan. So this is where you basically buy one data plan and you can share it amongst the many lines that are under your account. They also have a light plan and also a kosher plan that's just unlimited talk and text. And the taxes and fees are already included in the plan. This is definitely a nice change from the last time I used them because the taxes and fees were pretty high. They also have a chart showing you the differences between the Warp 5G and also the GSM 5G. And we'll talk more about that later on in this video. For my testing, I actually tried out their 50-day free trial. And this time I'm testing it on the GSM 5G network. I'll be testing this data plan on my iPhone 15 Pro with eSIM. And the testing is conducted within the Southern California area, more specifically the Los Angeles County area. So the first thing I want to talk about is the setup process. And signing up on the website was fairly easy. I just selected eSIM rather than a physical SIM. And not too long after, I got the email that my eSIM is ready to activate and also my phone number was already ported. I scanned the QR code and went through the whole eSIM activation process on my phone. Even though I was able to sign up quickly on the website and then add the eSIM to my phone, I did encounter an issue. So after I finished setting it up on my phone, I wasn't able to make outbound phone calls or even receive incoming phone calls. So I did contact their support team and waited a little bit to have them fix it on their end. And I'm not exactly sure what they did, but all they did was they said they did something and they had me restart my phone. And after that, everything was fixed. So I was able to receive phone calls and send text messages after I had to reach out to their support team. So now let's talk about the speed test. So the first speed test I did was a 5G speed test in my neighborhood, and I was getting somewhere just a little bit over the 300 megabits per second for my download speed. And for my upload speed, I was getting around 21.8 megabits per second. And I also wanted to test it out the LTE speeds. And for LTE, I was only getting close to around 31 megabits per second for my download, and for my upload I was only getting around close to 17 megabits per second for my upload. Now my second speed test is at a completely different location on 5G, and I was getting over 1 gigabit per second for my download speed, and for my upload speed I was getting somewhere around the 130 megabits per second for my download. And same location, LTE speed, for that location I was getting around the 167 megabits per second for my download, and for the uploads a little bit slower. I only got about 4.59 megabits per second for my upload. I also tested out the mobile hotspot, and what I did was I used my phone as the mobile hotspot, tethering it to my laptop, and the speed I was getting was a little bit over the 300 megabits per second download, and upload relatively almost same as like the first speed test that I got in 5G. So this time I got around like 16.9 megabits per second for my upload. Next up, I want to test out calling and texting and also leaving a voicemail. Here are the results. Hello. 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 Hello.
been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
So let's talk about managing your account. You can definitely manage your account on US Mobile's website. And once you log in, you can see all your information. And I gotta say, the layout is pretty nice. You get to see how much data you have, the minutes you use, the text you use. You can change your plan. You can do eSIM transfer, set up your voicemail, Wi-Fi calling, and you can also do that as well on the app. And the app also lets you add a international eSIM. But overall, managing the account is pretty easy. So now let's talk about the differences between the Warp 5G network and the GSM 5G network. So Warp 5G uses the Verizon network and the GSM 5G uses the T-Mobile network. So if you're on the Warp 5G network, the one thing that you'll get is premium data, meaning your data speeds will be prioritized. Once you hit that limit, whichever unlimited plan you have, your speeds might get slower. And the thing that you don't get with the Warp 5G is international calling. Now, if you select the GSM 5G network that uses the T-Mobile network, you're not going to get premium data. It says high-speed data, but you're still going to be in that lower priority when it comes to your data speeds. So that means that depending on your location, maybe the time or the tower that you're using, your speeds might be slower, and anyone that's using the T-Mobile network, especially the postpaid customers, their speeds might be a little bit faster while yours might be a little slower. And if you look at the Reddit thread, they're very active on Reddit. They have a whole US mobile subreddit. They even talk about not having higher QCI or higher priority for the GSM 5G network. But the GSM 5G network does include international calling. For my testing, I've been using the GSM 5G network and I haven't even noticed any type of slowdown. It's been working pretty good. Next up is HD video streaming. Am I able to stream HD video? And for the most part, I had no issues doing it. This is just an example. I was able to stream a 4K video on YouTube while using the Hotspot tethering. And I also want to test it out the speed as well. So I use like netflixfast.com and I didn't see any kind of throttling, which I've used before in the past to see if I do get throttled on Netflix. I was getting like 170 megabits per second. And I still wasn't quite sure, so I reached out to US Mobile support team and they say, yeah, you can in fact stream HD video. So US Mobile also allowed you to purchase international roaming eSIMs, and these are eSIM data plans that you can use when you're traveling abroad. And the cool thing about it is that this is available to everyone, so you don't even have to be a US Mobile customer. You could just sign up for a free account and you could buy an international eSIM. There's also the ability for you to pause your line. So when you log into your account, you scroll all the way down, you'll be able to see this function called snooze line. And you just pay $2.98 per month to keep that line. You won't be able to use it, but you're just keeping that number. When it comes to reaching out to support, you could reach out to them through email, through chat, or even through calling them. And for me, support has been very helpful for me. Even when I first had that problem with the post setup process, with my phone number not working, they were able to fix that issue. And they're able to answer email questions when I sent them emails. And they're also very active on Reddit. So one of the limitations I see is that after you use all your premium data or high-speed data, your speed will be slowed down to 1 megabits per second. Also, if you want to use 5G standalone, it won't be available on the iPhone because US Mobile uses the generic carrier profile, whereas other carriers that do have the 5G standalone feature uses their own custom carrier profile. And to be fair, that is more of an iPhone issue than US Mobile. So my new opinion on US Mobile is that they made a lot of changes, good changes. Prices are a lot better, they're offering a lot more, and I feel like if you are looking for a T-Mobile MVNO or a Verizon MVNO, US Mobile is something that you should look at. But what are your thoughts on US Mobile? Leave your comments below. And if you do want to try it out, you could use my affiliate link below. My affiliate link is all commission based, so if you do purchase a plan using that link, I'll make a little small commission from it. If you want to check out some of my other MVNO reviews, you can check out that playlist right here.